clear game plan, and she needed that. In these baseline exchanges, Raducanu was just clinical in waiting for the opportunity to unload on the shots, and it was such an accomplished performance for someone who's so inexperienced at this level.
It was actually quite reassuring to see her get ever so slightly tight, just for a point or two at the end of that match, Tim, because it was reassurance that she is in fact human. I'm just trying to put it into context for us how unusual and breathtaking it is to see an 18-year-old put in that kind of performance on this kind of an occasion.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Catherine. There are two elements. There's the level of performance that she was able to maintain, the consistency and be aggressive, but also the awareness of the way that she played, because she didn't always just pull the trigger second, third, fourth shots into the rally. She sometimes constructed, she used heavy spin sometimes when Sorribes Tormo was using the heavy slice, and when she got the opportunity to unload, she went for it. In those last two games, yes, the finish line is so close. It's very capable. You're very capable of getting a little bit reactive rather than proactive. But as is the case with these great players, they find a way. And for her to win, 6-love, 6-1 to go into the fourth round of a slam, that is going to be good for her confidence.
I had to just look down at my notes and check that was actually right, Tim. Just hearing it out loud sounds so ridiculous. How many phones do you think there are now in New York City with pictures of Emma Raducanu on right now?
She is. I mean, this has been a great court, court 17. Evans had a great win out here yesterday. It's such a good atmosphere. It's like a mini amphitheatre, and she's definitely picked up probably another 3,000 fans today. And what's exciting is, as you mentioned, she's not going to be on this court in the next round. She's going to be on an even bigger court, and irrespective of the result in the fourth round, she will gain many, many more fans for the future.
If you'll allow us to get ahead of ourselves, just for the last question, Tim, it'll almost certainly be the Arthur Ashe Stadium, and it'll most likely be against the world #1 Ash Barty, with all due respect to her opponent later, Shelby Rogers. Does she have a chance, Emma Raducanu?
Yeah, she has a chance. I mean, everybody's got a chance in a two-horse race, but, it's going to be a massive step up in class. She's certainly been the form player of this year. Ash Barty's #1 in the world for a reason. She's won in Cincinnati. She won at Wimbledon. That was, clear for everyone to see. But what's important is that Raducanu, whoever she plays, is able to make sure that she sticks to her game plan. And if she is going to play on a big court, one of the advantages is that she can get out there, hopefully have a practice session just to get used to the conditions before she goes out there, for the match itself. But, first things first, it's important that she enjoys this, savours the moment before she thinks about round of 16.
Hey, she'll have to leave the court first, Tim. She might spend the next 48 hours signing autographs on court number 17. I'll let you go and get in the queue for an Emma Raducanu autograph. It might take you a while.
I will do. Get the selfie.
Thanks very much, Tim. We're gonna just soak up these scenes for as long as we possibly can. Annabelle Gregg, I think she's going to sign every single autograph down there, isn't she?
Well, why not? Why not savour this moment? And as she keeps on saying, she's really appreciated the support that she's had on this court, and they probably followed her from a couple of days ago as well, so why not give them something back? And I think, go for it. She's really picking up, as Tim said, thousands of fans every time she plays, and her tennis was just breathtaking.
Yeah, the other thing as well is it looks like she's going to sign more autographs. It's going to be probably longer than the match was at this rate. But this is great for her to give back to the fans who've come to support her. She's got everything. I mean, I look at her intensity, her focus, and also the variety in her game. I haven't seen her come forward in a match so often. Rallies were brutal. They were long, averaging about 6.5 shots. And she was just tactically so astute, because to play in this manner at such an important moment in your career is so impressive. And she looks kind of like Alcaraz did last night. I'm making the comparison, 18 years old. For me, this is the biggest story in the women's game right now, I would say, because of that performance that she stamped on. Can't wait for the match against Barty, the world #1, coming up next.
And she's ours. I can't believe she's British, because we would be talking about her in these terms even if she weren't British, wouldn't we? This isn't just British height.
No, I mean, if you take away the fact that she's British, if you're watching a performance like this, you would say this is one of the most sensational performances of a breakout onto the tour. The fact that she's carried it on from what we saw at Wimbledon and been able to maintain that momentum, and actually, I think, even taken her level up several notches since we saw her at Wimbledon. I mean, this is absolutely mesmerising tennis that we're seeing from her. I mean, to blitz and blast and pummel a real kind of tough, tricky opponent in Sorribes Tormo. She didn't give her a chance. I mean, you had to feel sorry for her.
You did, and also Sorribes Tormo beat a certain person by the name of Ash Barty at the Olympics. So that just puts you kind of in a good stead to think, hey, the world's her oyster right now. And what I loved is she dealt so well with the variety, the slice, the mixes of height. Her footwork was exceptional. She just did everything right. It was relentless from start to finish. And yes, there was a fractional hiccup, but the hiccup came when her opponent was serving, not when she served.